Hey Gemini, I just pulled cards for you, and honestly, what came through is something really special. I have been doing readings for years, and sometimes you get these spreads that just feel different, you know? Like the energy is so clear and direct that you cannot help but pay attention. That is exactly what happened with your reading today. So let me just start by saying this. The universe has been working behind the scenes for you in ways you probably have not even noticed yet. There is something significant coming your way, and it is not just some vague promise or distant hope. This is tangible, real, and closer than you think. I am talking about opportunities, connections, resources, things that are going to make you stop and think, wow, how did this even happen? And here is something else that came through really strongly. There is someone in your orbit right now. Maybe someone you interact with regularly, or perhaps someone who is more on the periphery of your life. And they are drawn to you, like genuinely attracted, but they are keeping it quiet. They have not said anything. They might not say anything for a while, but the energy is there. The cards are picking up on it clearly. This person sees something in you that they find magnetic, and they are processing their feelings about it. But you know what is even more interesting? The path ahead of you is opening up. I mean, really opening up. Things that felt stuck or unclear or like you were pushing against a wall. Those energies are shifting. Doors are unlocking. Opportunities that were not there before are suddenly becoming available. This is your time, Gemini, and the cards are here to show you exactly what that looks like. I pulled 10 cards for you today, and I am going to walk through each one because every single card has something important to say. This is not one of those readings where you get a bunch of similar messages. Each card is bringing a different piece of the puzzle, and when you put them all together, the picture is actually incredible. All right, so the first card I pulled for you is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, when I saw this card come up, I have to admit I took a moment because this card is all about steady progress and tangible results. The Knight of Pentacles is not flashy. This is not about sudden windfalls or overnight success. This is about something solid being built in your life right now. Something real and lasting. Think about the Knight of Pentacles energy for a second. This knight is the most grounded of all the knights in the tarot deck. While the Knight of Wands is racing ahead with enthusiasm, and the Knight of Swords is charging forward with ideas. The Knight of Pentacles is taking measured steps. Every move is calculated, every decision is practical. This knight is not interested in quick wins. This is about creating something that will stand the test of time. And here is what this means for you specifically. Gemini, you have been putting in work. Maybe you have not seen the results yet, or maybe the results have been coming so gradually that you have not fully recognized them. But something is building. This could be in your career, it could be related to money or resources. It could even be about your reputation and how others perceive you professionally. The Knight of Pentacles is telling me that your efforts have not gone unnoticed. The universe sees what you have been doing, and there is a reward coming. But here's the thing about the Knight of Pentacles energy. It requires patience. I know that might not be what you want to hear because Gemini energy is quick and adaptable and you like things to move fast. But this particular blessing that is coming your way is one that needs time to fully materialize. Think of it like planting a garden. You cannot rush the growth. You plant the seeds, you water them, you make sure they get sunlight, and then you wait. The Knight of Pentacles is saying you have done the planting part. You have done the watering. Now you are in that phase where the growth is happening beneath the surface, and soon, very soon, you are going to see the results break through. I also want to talk about what this card means in terms of that person who is attracted to you. The Knight of Pentacles can represent someone who is serious, reliable, and methodical in their approach to relationships. If the person who has feelings for you carries this energy, they are not the type to rush in with grand declarations. They are observing. They are thinking about whether a relationship with you makes sense in a practical way. They might be asking themselves questions like, could this work long term? Do we have compatible goals? Is this person someone I can build something real with? So if you have been wondering why someone has not made a move yet, this could be why. They are being careful and deliberate because they take relationships seriously. The Knight of Pentacles is also telling me that whatever comes your way financially or materially is going to be earned and deserved. This is not luck. This is not being in the right place at the right time. This is the direct result of your dedication and hard work. And that makes it even more satisfying, does it not? When you know you worked for something and you finally get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. There is a special kind of pride and fulfillment that comes with that. So with the Knight of Pentacles starting off your reading, the message is clear. Stay consistent. Keep doing what you have been doing. Trust the process even when it feels slow. The treasure that is coming to you is being built on a foundation of reliability and persistence, and that foundation is going to make everything that comes after it so much more stable and lasting. Now, the second card I pulled is the Page of Swords, and this card completely shifts the energy. If the Knight of Pentacles was about slow and steady progress, the Page of Swords is about mental clarity and new perspectives. When I saw this card come up, I immediately thought about communication and information. Something important is going to be revealed to you, or you are going to gain a new understanding about a situation that has been confusing. The Page of Swords has this youthful, curious energy. This page is always asking questions, always seeking truth, always looking beneath the surface. The Page of Swords does not take things at face value. If someone tells this page something, they are going to investigate and verify and make sure it is actually true. And that energy is coming into your life right now. Gemini. I think there is information coming your way that is going to change how you see a particular situation. Maybe you have been operating under certain assumptions, or maybe you have only had part of the story, and soon you are going to get the missing pieces. The Page of Swords is like a messenger bringing news, and this news is going to be clarifying. It might not be what you expected, but it is going to help you make better decisions moving forward. Here's something else about the Page of Swords. This card can indicate that you need to be strategic in how you communicate. If there is something you need to say, or if there is a conversation you have been putting off, the Page of Swords is encouraging you to think carefully about your words. How you present your ideas matters. The Page of Swords is clever and articulate, but can also be a bit sharp or cutting if not careful. So the guidance here is to be honest and direct, but also tactful. You can say what needs to be said without being harsh about it in the context of someone being attracted to you but not saying anything. The Page of Swords suggests that there might be some behind-the-scenes communication happening. Maybe this person has been asking mutual friends about you. Maybe they have been trying to learn more about your interests and your life in subtle ways. The Page of Swords energy is investigative. If someone likes you and they carry this energy, they are probably doing their research before making a move. They want to know they have a real chance before putting themselves out there. The Page of Swords is also about being alert and aware. Pay attention to the little things. Gemini, notice what people are not saying as much as what they are saying. Body language, subtle hints, changes in behavior. These can all give you clues about what is really going on beneath the surface. The Page of Swords is sharp and perceptive, and that is the energy you want to tap into right now. There is also an element of learning and growth with the Page of Swords. You might be entering a phase where you are picking up new skills or gaining knowledge that is going to be valuable to you in the future. This could be related to your career, or it could be more personal. Maybe you are learning about yourself and what you really want out of life. The Page of Swords is all about mental development and becoming more clear and focused in your thinking. One more thing about this card. The Page of Swords can sometimes indicate a younger person or someone with youthful energy who plays an important role in your life right now. This could be the person who is attracted to you, or it could be someone else entirely who brings important information or a fresh perspective. Either way, pay attention to the people around you who seem curious, communicative, and intellectually engaged. They might have something valuable to offer. The third card that came through is the Four of Wands, and let me tell you, when I pulled this card, I actually felt my energy lift. The Four of Wands is such a positive, celebratory card. This is about joy, stability, harmony, and reaching milestones. After the steady work of the Knight of Pentacles and the mental clarity of the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands is saying you are going to have something to celebrate. The Four of Wands traditionally represents home and family, but it can also represent any situation where you feel safe, supported, and happy. This could be about your living situation improving. Maybe you are moving to a new place or making changes to your current space that make it feel more like home. Or this could be about relationships, either romantic or platonic, reaching a new level of stability and commitment. I see the Four of Wands as a card of coming together. There is a sense of community and connection with this card. You might find yourself surrounded by people who genuinely care about you and want to see you succeed. This is not superficial socializing. This is real, authentic connection with people who get you and support you in terms of that treasure that is coming to you. The Four of Wands suggests that part of that treasure is emotional and relational, not just material. Yes, resources and opportunities are coming, but so is a sense of belonging and contentment. You are building a life that feels good on multiple levels, not just one. The Four of Wands can also indicate a literal celebration or event. There might be something coming up where you are gathering with others to mark an achievement or milestone. This could be personal or professional. Maybe you are completing a project and having a celebration with your team. Maybe you are reaching a personal goal and gathering friends to acknowledge it. Whatever it is, the Four of Wands says you have earned it, and you should absolutely enjoy it without holding back. Here is what I love about the Four of Wands in your reading. It shows that all the work you have been doing, all the patience you have been exercising, it is leading somewhere beautiful. You are not just working for the sake of working. You are creating a life that has joy and stability and moments of genuine happiness. That is what the Four of Wands represents. It is that feeling when you look around and think, I am exactly where I am supposed to be now, in the context of someone being attracted to you. The Four of Wands can indicate that this person sees you as someone they could build a stable, happy life with. They are not just attracted to you physically or superficially. They are attracted to the idea of what life could be like with you in it. They see potential for something lasting and fulfilling. If this person does eventually express their feelings, it is likely going to be in the context of wanting something real and committed, not just casual. The Four of Wands is also about laying foundations. Just like you cannot have a stable structure without a solid foundation, you cannot have lasting happiness without building it on something real. The work you have been doing on yourself, the growth you have been experiencing, the clarity you have been gaining, all of that is the foundation. The Four of Wands is the structure you are building on top of that foundation. And it is going to be beautiful and strong and something you can be truly proud of. All right? So the fourth card is the Two of Wands, and this is where things get really interesting. The Two of Wands is about planning, decision-making, and looking toward the future. This card shows someone standing with a globe in their hand, contemplating possibilities. The world is literally at their fingertips. And that is the energy coming into your life right now. Gemini, you are at a point where you have options. Multiple paths are available to you, and you get to choose which one you want to take. The Two of Wands appears when you have established a certain level of success or stability. And now you are thinking about what comes next. You are not starting from zero. You have already built something. You already have resources and skills and experience. Now you are deciding how to leverage all of that to create your ideal future. This is a card of ambition and vision. The Two of Wands is not content with staying small or playing it safe. This energy wants to expand, to explore, to take calculated risks that could lead to bigger rewards. And I am getting the sense that you are ready for this. Gemini, maybe you have been feeling restless or like you have outgrown your current situation. The Two of Wands is confirming that feeling and encouraging you to start planning your next move. Here is where the huge treasure part of your reading really comes into focus. The Two of Wands suggests that you have the power to create whatever you want. You are not at the mercy of circumstances or waiting for permission or hoping someone will give you an opportunity. You are in the driver's seat. You get to decide what your future looks like. And when you approach life from that empowered position, amazing things start to happen. The Two of Wands can also indicate partnerships or collaborations that help you expand beyond what you could do alone. Maybe there is someone who shares your vision or has complementary skills, and together you can achieve something bigger than either of you could solo. This ties back to that person who is attracted to you. If this is someone you might partner with in some way, whether romantically or professionally, the Two of Wands suggests it could be a powerful collaboration that helps both of you. Grow decision-making is a big theme. With the Two of Wands, you might be weighing different options or trying to figure out which direction to go. The good news is that with the Two of Wands, there really is no wrong choice. Every path has potential. It is more about choosing the path that aligns with your deepest desires and values. Do not make decisions based on what you think you should do or what others expect of you. Make decisions based on what genuinely excites you and feels authentic to who you are. The Two of Wands also talks about confidence and self-belief. You have to believe in your vision and your ability to make it happen. Doubt and hesitation will keep you stuck at this crossroads. But when you commit to a direction and move forward with confidence, the universe responds. Resources appear, people show up to help, doors open that you did not even know existed. That is the magic of the Two of Wands. I am also getting that this card is encouraging you to think bigger than you have been. Whatever your current goals are, the Two of Wands is asking, what if you aimed even higher? What if you expanded your vision of what is possible? You have more potential than you realize. Gemini, the Two of Wands is here to remind you of that and to push you to dream bigger and bolder. Now we come to the fifth card, the Knight of Swords, and the energy just got really intense. If the Two of Wands was about planning and contemplating, the Knight of Swords is about taking action. Fast, decisive, unstoppable action. The Knight of Swords does not hesitate. Once this knight sees the goal, they charge toward it with complete focus and determination. This tells me that after a period of planning and preparing, you are going to be ready to make your move. And when you do, things are going to happen quickly. The Knight of Swords energy does not mess around. This is about cutting through obstacles, clearing away what is not serving you, and going after what you want with absolute clarity and conviction. The Knight of Swords is the most intellectually driven of all the knights. This is someone who leads with their mind, who values truth and logic, who wants to get to the point without unnecessary detours. If you have been dealing with confusion or mixed messages about something, the Knight of Swords is going to bring clarity and directness. No more ambiguity. No more wondering. The truth is going to become obvious. In terms of that person who is attracted to you. If they carry Knight of Swords energy, get ready, because when they finally decide to say something, they are not going to beat around the bush. The Knight of Swords is direct and honest, sometimes brutally so. They will tell you exactly how they feel and what they want. No games, no manipulation, just straightforward communication. And honestly, after all the wondering and guessing, that clarity is probably going to feel refreshing. The Knight of Swords can also represent you stepping into this energy yourself. Maybe you have been too cautious or too worried about saying the wrong thing or making the wrong move. The Knight of Swords is encouraging you to be bold. Speak your truth. Go after what you want. Stop second-guessing yourself. You have the intelligence and the clarity to make good decisions. Trust yourself and act on it. Now, I will say this about the Knight of Swords. This energy can sometimes be a bit too aggressive or impulsive if not balanced. The Knight of Swords in their shadow can rush in without considering consequences or can be overly blunt in a way that hurts people. So the guidance here is to harness the positive aspects of this energy. The clarity, the decisiveness, the courage, while also being mindful of how your actions and words affect others. You can be direct without being harsh. You can be assertive without being aggressive. The Knight of Swords is also about intellectual pursuits and mental sharpness. You might find that your mind is especially clear and focused during this period. Ideas are going to come quickly. Solutions to problems are going to appear almost effortlessly. This is a great time for any kind of work that requires strategic thinking, problem solving, or communication. Harness this mental energy while you have it. There is also a sense of cutting cords with the Knight of Swords. Swords cut. That is what they do. Maybe there are situations or relationships or patterns that need to be cut away so you can move forward freely. The Knight of Swords gives you the courage and the clarity to make those cuts. It might not be comfortable, but it is necessary for your growth and progress. The sixth card is the Four of Swords, and after all that intensity from the Knight of Swords, this card is telling you to rest. The Four of Swords is about taking a pause, recuperating, and giving yourself time to recharge. This does not mean you are giving up or being lazy. This is strategic rest. This is recognizing that you cannot keep pushing and pushing without eventually burning out. The Four of Swords traditionally shows someone lying down, resting, recovering. This card appears when you have been through something mentally or emotionally taxing and you need a break. It is the universe saying, take a breath, step back for a moment, give yourself permission to not be productive for a little while. I think what the Four of Swords is saying in your reading is that as all these amazing things start unfolding, you are also going to need to create space for stillness and reflection. You cannot be in go mode all the time. You need moments of peace where you can process everything that is happening and integrate the lessons and experiences. The Four of Swords is also about mental rest, specifically. Your mind has been working overtime. Gemini, you have been thinking, planning, analyzing, problem solving, and while your mind is one of your greatest strengths, it also needs downtime. This card is encouraging you to give your brain a rest. Meditation, quiet walks, gentle activities that do not require intense focus. These are all good ways to honor the Four of Swords energy. In terms of the Four of Swords suggests that if you are feeling stuck or unsure about something, stepping back and giving yourself some space might be exactly what you need. Sometimes the answer does not come from thinking harder. Sometimes it comes from relaxing your grip on the problem and letting the solution emerge naturally. The Four of Swords can also indicate recovery from a difficult period. Maybe you have been through something challenging recently and you are still healing from it. This card is saying that healing is happening, but it takes time. Be patient with yourself. Do not rush the process. Your system needs time to restore itself fully. Here is something important about the Four of Swords in the context of your reading. With all this talk about treasure coming and opportunities opening up and someone being attracted to you, it might seem like everything is about to get really busy and hectic. and maybe it will be, but the Four of Swords is reminding you to build in rest and recovery time. Do not say yes to everything. Do not overextend yourself. Protect your energy and your peace. The treasure that is coming to you will still be there after you have rested. You do not have to exhaust yourself to receive it. The seventh card is the Five of Wands, and this card brings a different kind of energy into your reading. The Five of Wands is about competition, conflict, and creative tension. When I pulled this card, I have to be honest, my first thought was, okay, so it is not all going to be smooth sailing. And that is real even when good things are coming. There can still be challenges and obstacles along the way. The Five of Wands traditionally shows five people with wands, and they look like they are in some kind of struggle or competition with each other. Everyone is trying to get their wand in the mix. Everyone wants to be heard. There is a lot of energy, but it is chaotic and uncoordinated. And that might be what you are dealing with in some area of your life right now. This could show up as external competition. Maybe there are other people going after the same opportunities you want. Maybe you are in a situation where multiple people have different ideas about how things should be done, and there is disagreement. The Five of Wands does not necessarily mean serious conflict, but it does mean you are going to have to navigate differing opinions and competing interests. Here's the thing though. The Five of Wands is not a bad card. Yes, it represents challenges, but challenges can actually be motivating. Competition can push you to be better and sharper. Conflict can lead to innovation when handled well. The Five of Wands is saying you have what it takes to navigate this. You do not have to avoid the competition or shy away from the challenge. You can step into it and hold your own dot in terms of that person who is attracted to you. The Five of Wands might indicate that there is some internal struggle happening for them. Maybe they are conflicted about their feelings. Maybe there are competing priorities in their life and they are not sure where a relationship with you fits in. Or maybe there is actual external competition. Like other people are also interested in you and this person is aware of that. The Five of Wands suggests some kind of struggle or tension related to this attraction. The Five of Wands can also represent creative differences or debates. If you are working on something with others, there might be disagreements about the best approach. The key here is to stay focused on the ultimate goal rather than getting caught up in ego battles. Everyone wants to contribute and be valued. If you can create space for different perspectives while still moving toward the common objective, you can turn the Five of Wands energy into something productive. Another interpretation of the Five of Wands is about having many options or too many things happening at once. There is so much going on that it feels chaotic and overwhelming. If that resonates, the guidance is to prioritize. You cannot do everything. You cannot pursue every opportunity. Choose the things that matter most and let the rest go. The Five of Wands is also testing your resilience and determination. When things get complicated or when obstacles appear, are you going to give up or are you going to push through? The Five of Wands is showing that you are stronger than you realize. You can handle the heat. You can navigate the complexity, and coming through these challenges is actually going to make you more confident and capable. The eighth card is the Six of Pentacles, and I was so happy to see this card come up because it is directly related to that huge treasure theme in your reading. The Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, about resources flowing, about generosity and abundance. This card confirms that yes, something valuable is coming your way. The Six of Pentacles traditionally shows someone giving coins to people who are in need. There is a balance happening here. Resources are being shared, and the beautiful thing about the Six of Pentacles is that it works both ways. Sometimes you are the one receiving help and resources, and sometimes you are the one in a position to give. Both are important. Both are part of the natural flow of abundance. I think what the Six of Pentacles is saying in your reading is that you are moving into a phase where you have more to give. Maybe financially, maybe in terms of time and energy, maybe in terms of knowledge and experience. You are reaching a level where you are not just focused on your own survival or success. You have enough that you can think about how to help others and contribute to something bigger than yourself. But also, the Six of Pentacles indicates that you are going to be receiving support and resources from others. This could be financial help, it could be opportunities that others open up for you, it could be mentorship or guidance. The Six of Pentacles says that the universe is bringing people and resources into your life to help you along your path. Do not be too proud to accept help when it is offered. Receiving graciously is just as important as giving generously. The Six of Pentacles is also about fairness and balance. You are going to be in situations where you need to make decisions about how to distribute resources or attention or energy. The guidance is to be fair and equitable. Do not play favorites. Do not hoard resources when others need them. but also do not give so much that you deplete yourself. The Six of Pentacles is about finding the balance. In terms of that treasure coming to you, the Six of Pentacles suggests it might come through other people. Maybe someone recognizes your talent and offers you an opportunity. Maybe someone invests in your idea or project. Maybe you receive an inheritance or gift. The Six of Pentacles shows resources flowing to you through the generosity and support of others. There is also a karmic element to the Six of Pentacles. What you give comes back to you. What you put out into the world returns to you multiplied. If you have been generous and helpful to others, the Six of Pentacles is the universe saying, now it is your turn to receive. If you have not been as generous as you could be, this card is inviting you to start opening your hands and sharing what you have. The more you give, the more you receive. That is the law of abundance. The Six of Pentacles also talks about gratitude. When you receive something, acknowledge it and be thankful. When you give something, do it with a generous heart without expecting anything in return. Gratitude and generosity create a positive energy flow that attracts more blessings into your life. Now we are at the 9th card, the Five of Wands. Wait, I already talked about the Five of Wands. Let me check my cards again. Sorry, the 9th card is actually the Six of Pentacles. No, wait, I just talked about that too. Okay, I need to look at my spread more carefully here. Actually, I am looking at my notes and I realize I need to be more careful. Let me recount. The 9th card I pulled is the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, that is it, the Wheel of Fortune. And this card is significant because the Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles, fate, destiny, and major turning points. This is one of those cards that says your life is about to shift in a big way. The Wheel of Fortune represents the natural cycles of life. Sometimes you are at the top of the wheel and everything is going well. Sometimes you are at the bottom and things are challenging. But the wheel keeps turning. Nothing stays the same forever. And right now, Gemini, the wheel is turning in your favor. If you have been going through a difficult period, the Wheel of Fortune is saying that phase is ending. The cycle is shifting. Things are about to get better. If you have been waiting for a breakthrough or a change, this is it. The Wheel of Fortune is that breakthrough. This is the universe saying, your time is coming. The Wheel of Fortune is also about fate and destiny. There are certain things that are meant to happen in your life, and they are going to happen regardless of what you do or do not do. This is not about losing control or being passive. This is about recognizing that you are part of something bigger. There are forces at work beyond what you can see, and those forces are moving things in a positive direction for you. In the context of that person who is attracted to you, the Wheel of Fortune suggests that this connection might be fated. Maybe you and this person were always meant to cross paths at this particular time. Maybe there is a larger purpose to this attraction that will become clear later. The Wheel of Fortune says that some things are just meant to be. The Wheel of Fortune is also about taking opportunities when they appear. The wheel keeps turning, which means opportunities come and go. When the wheel brings something good into your life, you have to grab it. Do not hesitate. Do not overthink it. When the universe opens a door, walk through it. That is how you work with Wheel of Fortune energy. Luck and synchronicity are also big themes with the Wheel of Fortune. You might notice that things are lining up in almost magical ways. You think of someone and they call you. You need something and it appears. You wonder about something and the answer shows up. These are not coincidences. This is the universe orchestrating events to support you. Pay attention to these synchronicities because they are guideposts, showing you that you are on the right path. The Wheel of Fortune is ultimately about trust. Trust that life is unfolding as it should. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that the challenges you have faced were preparing you for what is coming. The Wheel of Fortune asks you to surrender control and have faith that everything is working out for your highest good. And now we come to the 10th and final card in your reading. And it is a powerful one to end on. The final card is the Page of Swords. Actually, no. Wait, I already talked about the Page of Swords earlier. Let me check again because I want to make sure I am giving you accurate information. Okay? Looking at my spread again, the 10th card is the Knight of Pentacles, but I started with that card. So that cannot be right either. You know what? Let me just take a moment here and really look at what I pulled. All right, I have my 10 cards laid out in front of me clearly now. The 10th and final card is the Wheel of Fortune. No, I just talked about that as the 9th card. I apologize. Gemini, let me get this straight. I pulled exactly 10 cards for you, and I have been going through them one by one. Actually, you know what? I have been working with these cards for a while now, and I realize I need to just clearly state what I am seeing without confusing myself or you. The 10th card in your reading, the one that brings everything together, is the Six of Pentacles. Wait, no. Let me start fresh with the 10th card. The final card I pulled for you is the Five of Wands. I know I mentioned it before, but actually looking at my spread, this is where it appears at the end. And having the Five of Wands as your final card is actually really interesting because it suggests that even as all these blessings and opportunities come in, you are still going to face challenges and competition. The path is not completely clear and easy, but you have everything you need to navigate it successfully. Actually, I need to be honest with you. I am looking at my cards and I realize I may have gotten a bit mixed up in the order. What is important is not the exact sequence, but the overall message, which is clear. You have amazing opportunities coming. There is someone attracted to you, the path ahead is opening, and you have all the resources, support, and inner strength you need to create something truly special in your life. The cards I pulled for you were Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Four of Wands, Two of Wands, Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and one more that I want to make sure I am clear about. Looking at my spread one final time, that 10th card is the Six of Pentacles, and what a beautiful card to complete your reading. The Six of Pentacles brings us full circle back to that theme of treasure and abundance. After all the work, all the challenges, all the growth, you are stepping into a space of having enough, more than enough. Enough to share and give and support others while still taking care of yourself. So, Gemini, here is what I want you to take away from this reading. Big things are coming. Stay steady and consistent like the Knight of Pentacles. Stay curious and alert like the Page of Swords. Celebrate your wins like the Four of Wands. Plan boldly like the Two of Wands. Act decisively like the Knight of Swords. Rest when you need to like the Four of Swords. Navigate challenges with confidence like the Five of Wands. Give and receive graciously like the Six of Pentacles. And trust the timing of your life like the Wheel of Fortune. That person who is attracted to you, they see your value. They are processing their feelings. When they are ready, they will likely show their hand. But do not wait around for them. Keep building your life. Keep pursuing your goals. Keep opening yourself to all the abundance that wants to flow to you. You are exactly where you need to be, and everything is unfolding perfectly. The treasure is coming, Gemini. The path is open. Your time is now.